Howdy, hot shots. Beaming to you from Not a Financial Advisor land with not financial advice. It's Kevin with Earth 2 Mastery, and it's time to flip a coin. So grab your Panda Express because this video is going to be a umami explosion. We're going to dig into the white paper for Student Coin, see what we can dig up here. I got to keep digging into it, try to make sure that it's actually a valid, valuable token. So the next step is the white paper. I got some things here that I want to mention to you. First things first, if you decide to purchase Student Coin, it's cheaper through the ICO than it is on Uniswap right now by about 15%. And then you can get a 5% bonus in tokens by using my code down below. I put it in the description and also pinned to the top comment. So go over there and check it out. Supposed to be able to withdraw your tokens from the ICO starting in May. But you got to get them now because right now we're phase 101 and every single phase, they go fast and every single phase, the price goes up. So I got into phase 100. Wish I'd have got in sooner because it was cheaper, but it is what it is. But don't do it because I said so. Do it because you want to, because if you do what I say, just because I say, we'll all lose all our money. Okay, guys, Student Coin, build and manage your own token. I don't know if we can build and manage our own tokens. If we can, I'm doing a book exchange token right when it opens up, but it says it's available at over 500 universities. Now, I had somebody down below telling me it was a scam because they called the universities and the universities hadn't heard of Student Coin, but Student Coin doesn't claim to be partners with the university as far as I could tell. They just say that they support 500 universities, which means, in my opinion, that they have some sort of brand ambassador there, that they have their social media platform, the social media platform that you can mint the coins on, available at that university. I've got questions in through the support link, waiting to hear back an answer. I'm going to go into the Telegram. I'm just going to start trying to find as much information on this as possible for you guys. I'll do a token metrics video. I'm not going to go through the whole white paper right now because I feel like the token metrics is a whole nother video in and of itself. So we're just going to kind of skip that part right now for this video. But I saw some stuff in here that I thought was pretty interesting. Wanted to go over it with you, see what you think. Tell me down below what you think. Okay, guys, let's dig into it. All right, so we've got our table of contents. Who cares? Now, here is a situation. We have a lot of quotes about Student Coin that are supposedly on outside websites. Now, are those paid articles? Are they legitimate articles where they were just researching the coin? It's hard to tell. This website, their back end is very polished. I doubt it's from Poland. This coin is from Poland. Now they talk about having partners at Harvard and partners at maybe Stanford. I don't know. We'll go over that in another video. But anyway, the person that was saying it was a scam was trying to say that by being from Poland but claiming ties to Harvard, that it meant that it was not a good coin. But it doesn't really make sense with me. I don't know. It could be from anywhere. Who cares who created it, as long as it's a good product. And it looks like it has a good idea. It's got a good roadmap. They're sticking to their roadmap. That still doesn't mean that everything is going to come to fruition, but it's holding its value on Uniswap. I just don't think that we can get it on Uniswap in the United States. You have to buy it through the ICO. They also have a couple exchanges in Asia, but they supposedly have contracts with 4 more large exchanges. So who knows who that's going to be? Bittrex, Binance. We'll just have to wait and see who they have, who they release. But hopefully they get one local for us prior to May. That way, when our ICO tokens are released, we can move them to that wallet if we want to, and then trade them. Okay, guys. So here's the project's leading idea. They want to build a complex ecosystem that allows users to easily create, manage, and develop personal tokens, startup tokens, DeFi tokens, organizational tokens, corporate tokens, and NFT tokens. Okay? And they say that the university is an environment for innovation, new technology research, and the source of great ideas. Yes, it's the future, right? They know more than we do. They are learning from us, but they also learn from each other. So they are leaps and bounds ahead of us about what's going to be popular in the future and what the capabilities of technology are going to be. Because they've just they've grown up with it already. Moreover, universities around the world are now more connected than ever before and have a lot of external value transfers. Finally, the global educational market is one of the fastest growing sectors, creating a great environment to build disruptive blockchain-based solutions such as the Student Coin. These three factors made universities a perfect place to create the first wide-scale tokenization platform, similar to how the internet and social media began. I agree 100%. I mean, can you imagine fraternities, sororities, all having their own token? They're going to. If this launches and it's successful and it's easy to use, like they say it's going to be, every single sorority, every single fraternity, every single club on campus, they're all going to have their own tokens, in addition to everybody having a token. The coffee shop on campus is going to have its own token. The bookstore on campus is going to have its own token. The drama club is going to have its own token. Everybody's going to have its own token. You're going to be able to buy tickets to events with it. You're going to be able to buy items in the stores with it. You're going to be able to trade back and forth between people, in an app, just like Cash App or something like that, but with your local native token. So yeah, the university is a good place to be with that. Let's get down into it. One of the big advantages of student coin in comparison to other blockchain-based products is student coin is fully supported by the academic faculties with a professional, business-driven, and educative approach. Now, here's where I think that they might be stretching a little bit. This might be a little bit of a reach. It's fully supported by the academic faculties. I don't know if that's, that sounds to me like they're fluffing it a little bit. I don't think that's true yet. It might be true at some colleges. They might hope that it's true in the future. I don't believe that it's true right now, okay? So take that with a grain of salt. So the ecosystem for STC is the project is divided into two main parts. The business part, which you and I are involved in right now. The educational part, which they hope, this is a bridge to blockchain technology for the students that are involved with creating their own tokens. So with the STC ecosystem that bases on STC token and allows to create and easily manage tokens for organizations, corporations, startups, and individuals via STC terminal. Okay, so that's what I'm saying about them having connections, or they don't say connections, they say support 500 universities. Does that mean that their STC terminal, when you go in to choose a token, you won't go in to create a token? Because they're trying to make this out like a Facebook type startup where it just starts at it starts at the college and then you have to spread from there. Does it mean that you have to have a harvard.edu email address in order to create a token? Does it mean that you have to have a ucla.edu email address in order to create a token? And they only have 500 colleges involved in that. Is that what they mean when they support 500 schools? Because they clearly are not widely known and used yet. First off, they're not even live yet. It's an ICO. They do have an app that's coming out soon. As soon as I can find it in the App Store, we will go over that in another video. But right now, they're not live. You can't go on there and create a token. They have a couple of examples on their website of tokens that can be created or that have been created on the STC blockchain, but they don't have the ability for you or I to go on there and make a token right now. They don't have the ability for people at the universities to go on there and make a token right now. That is yet to roll out. That's part of their roadmap. So if that's the case, does it just mean that only people from those universities are going to be able to create tokens? Or does it actually mean that they've got connections, ambassadors, users, support systems in place at each of those universities? That's what I need to find out. And when I find out, I will get back to you on that. There's no doubt in my mind that if they create as polished of a product as they have of a website and a marketing plan and everything, and we'll see the app, it's probably polished too. It looks like they've got good, skilled experts creating the program. If that's true, and they do the same thing with their platform, their terminal, their STC terminal, I have no doubt that at some point in time it will be widely used amongst college campuses and widely supported and widely known. But as of right now, anybody telling you that they have like complete ties and are well known at 500 universities, I don't think that's true. I've seen people saying they're partnering with Harvard and they're partnering. I don't see them being partners with anybody. They have brand ambassadors. Okay. So they got people there that know about their project and are trying to introduce other people to their project. I don't see that they actually have any actual university partners, but I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so let's see here. I wanted to go to page 9. I had something to say on page 9. Let's get down there. Okay, so here's where it talks about all the utilities and the type of tokens that you're going to be able to create. Okay, so it says the wide-scale tokenization should allow not only somebody to create any kind of token, but also for the easy management of the token and its development. Okay, so this is going to be like, you're not going to have to code to create a token. You're not going to have to create like some kind of crazy smart contract to make a token and start raising money and start interacting and utilizing and exchanging and trading the token. It's all going to be at their terminal where it's like fully supported, and it's got to a cleaner user interface so that people can interact with it without really knowing all the details of how it's working. The STC terminal will allow be also, okay, so there's a typo, used to set the token utilities. The token creator will be free to choose from the following basic utilities. Technical utilities, you can choose to be voting with the token, governing with the token, identity checking with the token, non-fungible token setting. So maybe they can create their own art, their own videos, their own sounds, all on their own, and on the blockchain STC, they can be minting NFTs. That's going to be big for colleges, especially over the next few years, as NFTs have become much more popular recently and people are going to be trying to learn how to use them. They can do fundraising that way too from the college level when they mint their NFTs and then sell those. And then that gets more people involved in STC because they're going to have an STC wallet and account and then buy the NFTs with their STC. Open blockchain transactions and reputation based on the token. Business utilities, crowdfunding at STC Exchange, dividend based on the token, interest based on the token, token staking, flexible supply, fixed supply, diminishing supply. I really, just reading through the capabilities of the tokens, I just automatically think that fundraising from schools is going to be a big portion of where STC gets its money, right? Like the art club on campus is going to be able to sell NFT art. And they're going to be able to fundraise there. The I don't know, the culinary art schools could sell their baked goods or whatever, and they can use that token to do the fundraising. All of the fraternities and sororities, they could get their pledges to pay in this, and they can get those recurring payments. They can get their recurring payments and membership and rent and everything in this token so that it all comes in and it's easy to manage. The ecosystem includes listing at an STC exchange, listing at an STC app wallet, airdrop to STC exchange users. Okay, so people can like give free tokens out. That's another way that they could do it. They could say, hey, there's 1,000 tokens and you can come by and buy a ticket to our event using 200 tokens or whatever, and you could give it to your friends, and then that's going to spread awareness of their clubs on campus. So I could definitely see people using it for that. Airdrop with the invitation code, trading competition, integration with Twitter, and integration with external websites. Okay, so I don't know what the external website is. Integration with Twitter, I mean, I don't know what that means. You just tweet it, I guess. And let's see, I wanted to go to page 12, bottom of page 12. Had something there for you that I thought was interesting and wanted to take a look at. Here we go. So with the launch of the STC terminal, the exemplar, bottom of 12. Okay, so this is just showing you the different tokens that people could be making. Oh, that's page 11. That's probably why. Some of the projects and people may also decide to go straight toward a listing or staking and omit the crowdfunding process. So this was all details up here about KYC procedure, that they're going to need KYC procedure in order to crowdfund because they don't want people crowdfunding for nefarious activities or people getting a lot of money that they can't verify who they were and then they just defrauded people. And that's why it says they're going to need to pass KYC procedure. But some of the projects and people may decide to go straight toward a listing or staking and omit the crowdfunding process. The tokens created at STC Terminal will be freely listed at an STC exchange in a set category until the STC is the only base and reference currency. STC Exchange will create some basic market making and liquidity solutions that will be available for the verified tokens. Finally, giving free access to listing with the tool for the easy token establishment will make the STC Exchange the biggest crypto exchange in the terms of number of listed assets, even outrunning DEX exchanges such as Uniswap. I believe that 100% because it's you and I, most of us, don't know how to get a listing on Uniswap. We don't know how to create a coin and get the marketing out there, get the coin out there, and then get it on an exchange, right? But if all you have to do is go and set up a social media profile that is linked to your college email address, make a coin, stick it on the STC exchange, and then the STC exchange actually provides liquidity for it and puts it in their listing, and people can go on there and trade for it right away. And all you have to do is tell your friends or send out an email. Yeah, absolutely. Everybody is going to make one. Everybody that runs across it's going to make one. I would make one. I would just make a Kevin coin. I'd make a Kevin coin. I mean, why not? If you could just make it for free, it's listed, you can exchange it. I'd be like, yeah, go buy your Kevin coins, right? Now, does that mean that all these coins are going to be popular or expensive? No, absolutely not. Now, the value for STC comes from basically owning a little piece of all of these coins that are created. Only very few of the coins will actually ever become successful. Well, depending on how you consider it success. They're only going to become widely traded and profitable at a certain level. The smaller coins, some of them may be successful in the fact that they are used for what they are intended, but they're still not widely traded or profitable. So most of the tokens are probably going to wind up worthless, but some of them, and the way that the people are comfortable using the platform, could really grow the tokens to be very valuable. So then owning STC, staking STC, lending out STC could become very valuable, which all makes STC go up in price. So that's why STC could be a success. Max of 10 billion tokens. I'll go over that again in a token metrics video. I'm going to dig into the LinkedIn profiles of all the people that are supposedly linked to the project so that I could see if they look like real people. Just because, I want to dig into it and make sure that, listen, any coin can fail. Any project could be a disaster. Any project can not go as planned, but we do not want to get involved in outright scams, right? No rug pulls or pump and dumps or anything like that. We want something that has some sort of utility that has long-term potential. The way that they lay this out, it looks like it has a lot more utility than a lot of the deflationary tokens or meme coins or anything like that I've seen recently, but that doesn't mean that it will come to fruition. So do your own research, do your own due diligence, but if you decide to do it, there's a 5% bonus code in the description and comments down below. And I will definitely keep digging into this the same way I dig into Ecomi, reporting on any kind of digital investments that I can find, and I'm going to start trying to bring you the smallest market cap coins I can that look like they have potential, because those are the ones that can really blow up, right, guys? So in order to catch all those small market cap coins, I'm going to be going over. Make sure you get to sub it.